Welcome to the best damn arm wrestling sports show ever. I'm Jason Tarver. Been arm wrestling for around 6 years, and I got Reza with me and Scott Wynn, and also John Dabo.
Yeah, what's up? What's up? This is Reza from South Arizona.
What's up? Yeah, Scott Wynn from Southern California, and missing John Dabo.
Are we missing John?
Yeah, but that's okay.
Dang.
Yeah, he may come through. So what's good, Jason? What got you into the sport of arm wrestling, bro?
Well, I've been working in the oil field about 10 years now, and just so happened I got to meet a guy that competed in Louisiana, and he said I look, like a pretty strong dude because we worked together, and asked me. We got to talking about it. You know how it goes. You go to Abbott Hole, and then you arm wrestle on a pool box, And he's like, "Man, dude, you're pretty strong. You ever thought about doing it?" And then, sure enough, man, I went to my first tournament. I was hooked.
And when
So
was
I went to Contraband days.
when was that?
Say it again.
When was that?
I think that was like 2013. I think that was my first at the end of 2013, I believe. And then shortly after, I was pulling about 6 or 7 months, and I ended up breaking my left arm, so had to take about a year off.
How'd you break your left arm?
I was pulling at the Texas State 154. My good friend Keith Armbruster, he's actually over the TAL, and I was pulling him in the final match and got into a little long hook war, and it snapped. So bad day for sure.
How long ago was that? You've taken time to recover it? You feel good now?
Yeah, so I actually let it heal up for about, I think, 9 months before I started trying to pull again, and then mainly the back pressure before I went side, and then after I started getting more confident with it, because I didn't have to have no surgery or none of that, so they just reset it, put a little like a clamp on it, had like a little key on it. You turned it every day, and it moved the bone closer together.
Wow.
And then after I got more confident with it, I started doing my normal hooking motion. So that's, and then it was just all in your head after that.
Yeah, so when was your first big win versus an athlete or a competition?
Man, so believe it or not, it wasn't too long ago. It was I think the biggest ones was at that ROTN tournament. My team's been telling me I need to travel and get out a little bit more. So they've been busting my ass about that. So I decided to finally make commitments with the family and made myself go out there, and got to pull Max Taubin and Artem and all them guys. So Cody Dollar, that dude was a beast that day. So, well, that was actually in the 209 class. I pulled my class before that. So, and I got a win on each of those guys. So at least one win. So, and after that, I mean, I was so scared of just their name. You hear a big name and you think, oh man, they walk on water. So after you get in a match with one of them guys and get hooked up with them, and after that, you just realize a name is just a name. So now it's starting to get more experience.
Yeah, so I guess recently you competed at nationals, the IFA nationals there in Texas. How did you do?
Yep. So I actually expected a little bit bigger of a showing, with this COVID going around, and there was so many events going on that day, but I just wanted to go and hopefully some big name would show up, And then I went undefeated both hands. I don't remember how many people there was in the class. I think there was like 9 or 10 maybe. So
It's pretty
I'm
good.
actually kind of ashamed.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it, buddy.
That's great, man. That's really
Appreciate
good.
it.
That's a good accomplishment. Are you planning to go to the IFA Worlds?
Oh yeah, for sure. I just haven't decided if I'm still trying to get a little tips on whether I should go to 154 or stay at my walk around weight 170, 171. I haven't decided what to do yet. So
Do you feel losing that weight you could compromise some strength?
I do, but I have a powerlifting background, so I know how to cut weight pretty good without losing too much strength. You're still going to lose some, everybody does, but I think I know how to do it efficiently. But I don't know, I just feel really comfortable walking around at this weight, especially like within the recent 1 or 2 years. So not too long ago, I took a pretty good little butt whooping from Greg Gray. And I hate even thinking about it, but and then realize, like, strap is a very important thing, and you need to be more than just a hooker. You need to be kind of 2-dimensional. So that was like, I think a year and a half, 2 years ago. Ever since then, I've been training like crazy. So, and it's definitely starting to show. Definitely.
What's your next goal in this sport?
I want to start working on that in the hook ranking list. I want to try to start traveling more and just get my name out there more. I mean, my team won't leave me alone about it. I mean, my family won't leave me alone about it. They say I need to. All my friends, they just, you know how it is. You got that little bird in the back of your ear, and I just need to do it. I know I do, but
Absolutely.
it's tough, man. You got 3 kids, you know.
What are your three?
That was another reason why I even went to that.
What are your 3 top workouts for arm wrestling?
So I used to just work on the cup, just mainly the cup, and then after, like I said, after that match I realized I needed more pronation, so I started working a lot with the pronation. I work a lot with, everybody uses the country crush, but I like to use the wrist wrench myself on a band setup, so I use that a ton, and then just mainly just those 2 really. And then we practice here in around the Houston area about 1 or 2 times a week. So you can't really replicate everything in the gym.
What team are you training with?
So I train with Lindley Keating, James Chansey, Tucker Keating. Man, we got a big team. Ryan Carter, Robert Mosqueda. We got a big team. At least 40 guys. It could show up at any given day of the week. So those are the big name guys right there. Not a bad little team, bunch of country boys.
I'm pretty sure when I met you in Houston at that tournament, a lot of those guys were there because there was a pretty big showing for the Houston team. Yeah.
Yeah, Tucker had a super match that day, and then Lindley had a super match that day. Also, Stanley Peach as well. He's I don't know how I didn't mention him. I actually trained with him more than
Stanley
anything.
did really well that day, actually.
No, I know. We were all happy about that, but I train with him. I actually go to his house mainly, and sometimes it'll just be me and him.
Yeah.
I usually try to go at least once a week.
Yeah, he's
But no, he's been the guy pushing me.
probably got a badass setup too.
Oh yeah, he's got a little time on his hands sometimes, so he won't stop hounding me about, oh, you need to do this, you need to go pull this guy, and this, you don't need to do that, So he's the guy really pushing me.
Who would you want to pull next if you were to like put a target on someone's back, essentially, to kind of make your name or to make your claim?
So after this nationals just rolled out, I had a few guys message me, and I'm thinking about setting up something with Billy Croup. I think that's how you pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
I think we'd match up pretty good. He kind of pulls like I do. I think we're around the same weight. He's on that list. I think he's like 13 or 14, I believe, at 176.
Are you ranked right now?
Not yet. Sure haven't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, these guys have been hounding me about traveling. And that's another reason why that's how I met you, was at that Gnarly Gar. And figured I'd give it a shot, you know. There's a little bit of a big weight difference, but it was fun though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were saying you were going to beat me too.
Yeah. Yeah, I was picking on you at that ROTN. You remember?
Yeah.
And I told you I was
Yeah.
gonna try to get you one day. That was fun.
That was fun. Good times for sure. So are you
Oh, yeah.
going to make it over to the Oklahoma tournament?
It's either that one or the Louisiana State. I haven't decided which one yet, but because I think they're pretty close together, aren't they?
Yeah, I know the one's on the 10th.
So
Yeah,
that's the one that Paul is. That's the one that Paul Italia is putting on.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'm going to go to that one as well, because I think Stanley was hounding me about that one as well.
That was going to be a fun tournament.
Now, I'm trying to make as much as I can now. So I used to work on the oil rigs, and it was really hard for me to make time to travel to these tournaments. So
Yeah.
with the oil field slowing down, I actually transferred back home. So now I got plenty of time to make these tournaments and train pretty good.
Good.
Put some weight back on from working so much.
What's your like walk around weight?
I wake up around 171, 172. So we're around there.
Okay.
And then it'll either fluctuate. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect for 76, or if you can cut to 65,
hear
you're
me?
right there.
Okay. All right.
There we go. Nice.
That's what I'm hoping for. How'd you do that? That's badass.
Who are you pulling here? Carlin?
That was like a last minute. Yeah, it's one of Ray Henrik's training partner.
Ray
They
Hendricks?
asked me if I was interested, and I'll pull Ray Henrik's.
Yeah, Ray's pretty good.
It's one of his training partners, and they asked me if I was interested in pulling. I know I want to pull that guy as well, so bad. That's the reason why I was trying to go to Louisiana State.
It looked like you had a pretty easy control over him in most of these matches.
Yeah, I didn't know where, as far as his skill set was, I didn't know the guy too well. So I just kind of stayed with the bread and butter. And with my left arm, ever since that break, I got one lane with my left arm. If you beat me there, you beat me there. I can't really pronate too much with it. Say it one more time.
I said your beard's looking on point.
Yeah, broke up a little bit.
Tell him, Rosa.
He says your beard looks like it's on point.
I gotta get the old lady to do it sometimes. Starting to get old, like Papa here. Oh, Scott.
All right. Wisdom. You get the wisdom as you get older. Yes, sir.
That's right. That's right.
So
Ain't nothing wrong
anybody,
with a George Clooney look.
no, not at all. Who's on your radar? Oh, here we go.
Oh man, we gotta talk about this, huh? Oh
Wow, what
man,
the hell? What happened?
we gotta talk about this. So, man, strap game wins the day. I learned that day that I didn't learn how to pull in the strap. Got humbled pretty good.
Now, was that
Nothing wrong
before
with
or
it.
after? That was, when was that?
That was about a year and a half, 2 years ago.
Okay. What would happen now?
Yes.
What would
Oh
happen?
no, it ain't gonna happen. It won't happen that way now. Not right-handed. No. No, so that day at the Northern Guard was the day I was trying to redeem myself from that. So I actually give a lot of props to him for molding me into what I am right now. So you got to learn to crawl before you can run, and you got to take those butt whippings, man, like a man.
Yeah.
And I thought that at the end of the day, I thought brute strength could just win the whole day, and it doesn't. Not in the strap.
No. No.
And this day right here is the day that I put all of that new training to the test. That's the day right there.
Oh man.
And there's old Scott right there.
Black ice.
That's a good buddy of mine right there.
Good dude.
But yeah, as far as Greg goes, though, he definitely showed me that you can't just, yeah, it's not a strength game. You got to learn how to pull in the strap for sure. So when I got back home, I told that my whole team, I was like, hey, we're pulling in the strap from now on.
Yeah.
We're not.
Strictly on the strap training.
So we don't pull in the strap at all up until that day that I pulled Greg. So after that, I was like, hey, every match in the strap from now on until we get the hang of it, until you learn the little angles, how to pull with the strap, not how to fight the strap too much.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm at. I still got a lot of growing to do, and I'm learning stuff all the time. So, and I think everybody does. I think even you, Reza, you showed me that strap setup against Caleb Ricks, if you remember.
Yeah.
So I mean, you still learn, man. You learn stuff every day.
Yeah, I'm
But I think I'm getting the hang of it, man.
always open to share a little bit that I've learned along the
For
way.
sure.
And you're definitely, if you train hard, Bubba, you're gonna tear up the next generation. You've been pulling since 2013, so you have a little bit of experience behind you. So now it's just time, just like Sarah
Sure.
told you, you need to get on the road. You need to pull against higher caliber guys. It's gonna push
Yeah.
you to excel to whatever your new heights are gonna be. You might shock yourself. You just got to get on the table with some really, really experienced guys and
It's
kind
true,
of,
man.
so
For sure. That's the game
national
plan, dude. That's the game plan.
nationals was a good claim. Now you're a national champ. No one can ever take that away from you. That's a huge one, and
For sure.
now that could just be the beginning. So that's up to you.
Oh, it's just the tip. It's just the tip of the iceberg. I plan on taking this a long way, for sure.
How old
Yeah.
are you? How old are you?
30.
30?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
I know you can say it. I know. I mean, I'm just kidding. I give Scott a hard time.
I thought for sure you were
Oh
like
man, I've been
19,
giving him a
maybe
hard time. I met
20.
him.
So did you get a chance to pull against Luke when he came out to Texas, Luke Kent?
Yeah, I did. I had a little, so I only got to pull him once. And I immediately felt like the setup where he was trying to go. And then my game plan was to try to get to the strap and try to cut down that pronation a little bit because his lever is a little bit longer than a lot longer. I'm 5'7". So
Yeah.
I was going to try to cut it down a little bit and put him in a hook. That's where my power's at. So, and he read me like a book. I mean, that's where the elite level showed. He knew what I was going to do. At first, he was set up to top roll. And then as I adjusted, he adjusted with me and he knew what I was going to do. So it didn't go too well. It didn't go too well for sure. But I just wanted him in the hook. God, dog. And it could have went my way. But you live and you learn. But I definitely need to get out and train with those guys. I want to pull like guys like Jeff Hale and stuff, guys around, my weight. I know it's a big order to fill, but you never know, man. A name's just a name. He bleeds red just like we do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's my game plan.
Well, he'll be in Oklahoma. I don't know if he's pulling, but that's his hometown.
I hope so, man. I mean, I'm definitely gonna make that one. So you've already talked me into it.
I might throw my right arm in there. I'm feeling frisky. I'm feeling pretty good.
Oh, we need a rematch for sure. We need a rematch.
10
I'm
years.
looking forward to it.
10 years, I give you. No, 1
10
year.
years?
No, you'll probably do it. You'll do it sooner than that, I'm sure. Not
I
if I
hope
can help.
so, man. I've been training hard. I mean, ever since I got off them rigs, I'm telling you, I'm coming. And you just gotta stay humble about it, but you
What
gotta
are
be
you
confident
doing?
at the same time.
What are you doing for training?
So I got a whole setup here at my house, man. I bought every tool that you can possibly think of. And then I got my old man, he's a machinist and a welding and fabricator. So he fabricates up all kinds of stuff for me. So
That's cool.
I'm like, hey, Dad, I need this. So he'll make it for me,
Yeah.
But I got everything. The cable system, pretty much like I mean, it just looks like a dungeon, Not to mention you got kid stuff everywhere too. So you got to kick it out of the way, But yeah, I do a lot, man. It's really about the hand in my game.
100%.
Everybody says if you have a strong hand, you put the match where it needs to go.
Well, 90%, 10% let go, and then it's a strap cam. Maybe, I don't know. Percentages, you got to talk to Reza. I think it's like 15% guys run to the strap. No, I'm just kidding.
I would say often people run to the strap when they lack hand strength.
Yeah.
So there isn't a statistic
Yeah, they
to
do.
it. I would say
No,
that
I know.
more
It's
than
becoming
likely,
really common.
it's when you have two athletes, you already know what that guy's capable in his hand. There's no need for you to fight and let your wrist go back negative. Might as well just go slit, go straight to the strap. Now you can rely on larger muscle categories to do more work instead of having to rely on your hand as much, which again, that's a technique that people can use. That's cool, But in the same sense, if you don't want it to go there, if you're the other person, you need to hold on and not let them slip. So that's
Sure. I'm still trying to perfect I'm still trying to perfect my top roll. I got a bad habit of over rotating, or over pronating, and then you end up on the fingers, and I got this little, baby hand that I can't hang on very well because my fingers are small.
Just get it stronger. Baskin has the same issues, and his hands extremely strong. So.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Just keep doing what you're doing, Bubba. It's showing with the results of your recent events. So I appreciate having you on the show, Bubba. We got to get you on another time. And good luck in your upcoming
You'll be hearing more.
events. And I want to see some big wins from you. So
Oklahoma.
It's gonna happen.
Put it to
Starting with
the
you. I'm just kidding.
Oh shit.
I was
Scott,
talking to Scott. I was
for you.
just messing. I'm messing with you.
Yeah,
He's
I'm
a good
just
dude.
that's
He's a
it now.
good
I
dude.
just teach people. I don't compete anymore. Scott's the one who still has the rambunctious spirit.
Nah,
I ain't
I
done
gotta
yet.
give him a hard time.
I ain't done yet. Reza's in my corner, and guess what? Those two together equal dynamite.
I hear you. I hear you. Well, I'll see you boys again, man. Y'all take care.
You
Bye
too,
bye.
Bubba. Thanks for
See
having
you
us.
in Oklahoma, Scott.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Bye.